4 major retail stores have been recently accused of selling herbal supplements that did not contain any of their listed active ingredients on their labels. Omega-3s are one of the most popular dietary supplements, but is there something fishy with fish oil pills? Here to tell us more is endocrinologist Dr. Elliot Brinton with the Utah Foundation for Biomedical Research. Good morning to you, doctor.
Great to be with you, Dow. Thank you.
Well, as you know, the current news story raises concerns about dietary supplements. Should we be concerned?
The answer is yes. Dietary supplements are very loosely regulated. And I'd like to focus, if we could, on the omega-3 supplements because that's our most popular supplement. In addition to the background that you gave, there's a recent scientific study that showed that 69% of dietary supplements had less than 2/3 of the stated amount per the label of either EPA or DHA, the two active ingredients. Now, to make matters worse, 92% of those same supplements had more oxidation or other forms of spoilage than allowed by international recommendations. And that is a problem that you don't get around by just taking more capsules. So we've got trouble here, and specifically in our most common, most popular dietary supplement.
Do we need better regulation?
Boy, that's a great question. You know, let's talk to Congress. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dietary supplements are just meant to supplement our diet. So that's the rationale behind less regulation there. And, you know, theoretically, if we can't eat fish or don't want to eat fish, I guess we could take a dietary supplement. But there's something that happens in the processing of this fish oil in the vast majority of cases with the dietary supplements that probably gets rid of, negates the benefit. So that's, I think, kind of an unhappy ending to that story.
Now, omega-3s are used to treat conditions like high triglycerides. What exactly are triglycerides?
Triglyceride is simply fat. Fat like what we eat, fat like what we store maybe too much of in our body, and but it also goes in the circulation. Because triglycerides are not able to dissolve in water, they have to be carried in a little packet called a lipoprotein. Lipoproteins, of course, will carry cholesterol. That's what we think about most often. But every one of those lipoproteins also has some triglyceride. And we're now understanding as a medical community that high triglycerides, and especially very high triglycerides, are more important than we thought. So if we have that high or very high triglyceride, then that's a disease state, and then we need treatment, and then we need to go to the doctor. And the FDA has prepared for us this category called prescription medication, which is designed to treat disease. So if we have a disease, let's not try to treat it ourselves with a dietary supplement. That's not what should be done. We need to go to the doctor and see if a prescription is in the cards for us.
And if we need a prescription, what kind of things should the doctor be talking to us about?
Well, we need to ask them the question, are my triglyceride levels high? And then if they're high, we got to ask them if omega-3 is the type of prescription they want to give us. And then one question here that I think is important, we have these two active forms of fish oil omega-3, and that's EPA and DHA. They will both lower triglyceride levels, but the DHA has a tendency to raise the bad cholesterol and may actually raise the bad cholesterol levels by as much as 45% if we start out with very high triglycerides. So in the very setting where we're most concerned about triglycerides, where we're most likely to be taking something like an omega-3 as a prescription, we've got to remember to ask the doctor about DHA versus EPA, because we've got to have that conversation and know what's the right thing for us.
It can be very confusing for the patient, so that is why it is so important to go to the doctor to see if there's any interactions with the things that you are taking, right?
Absolutely. Every dietary supplement we take has the potential to interact with a disease we have or disease we may develop, or possibly to interact with a prescription or over-the-counter medication. So the best thing to do is full disclosure, take that grocery bag with everything you're taking into the doctor, let them make a full list, and then you can have that conversation. Now, that's a tedious thing. It's going to probably take more than the time we have with an individual visit, but we need to inform the doctor of what we're taking and then get feedback. What are the things we should maybe stop taking? Maybe we can save ourselves some money and then leave space either for healthier diet or maybe for a prescription product that we really need.
Yeah, bottom line, go see your doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dow. Great to be with you.
You too. If you'd like to see Dr. Britton's interview again on omega-3 supplements and what you should know, just head to our website, vegasmorningblend.com. Sean, over to you.